South Africa. I guess you remember George Floyd died in the street with some cop with his knee on his neck. Half of the world got torn to pieces behind that because the whole world saw it. This kind of thing goes on all the time in the U.S. And you probably don't get a lot of the stories of things that occur here, but been going on since the beginning of time. You got these evil monsters that will never be able to help themselves. They will always be what they are, evil demons. Now, this story here is about 5 cops. Well, it might have been 6 of them. We'll see. But anyway, they tortured 2 black men in the house because they say some white woman was in the house with these 2 black men. And the things that they did to these men was horrendous. But I'm going to show you a bit of the outcome of what happened because they all pled guilty. They didn't have no way around it. But check this story out.
Well, Troy, as of today, 4 of the 6 involved in those torture crimes have been sentenced, including Updike, the person who turned over the text messages from the Goon Squad group chat, along with Dedmon, who was identified in court today as the ringleader. 4th former Rankin County deputy who pleaded guilty to torturing Eddie Parker and Michael Jenkins was sentenced to 40 years in prison Wednesday as accounts of the horrific brutality of Goon Squad deputies afflicted the federal courtroom.
Let this be a strict warning to all rural police officers in the United States of America that you will not get light sentences, that you will not be let off easy.
U.S. District Court Judge Tom Lee imposed the harshest sentence so far on ex-deputy Christian Dedmon, saying he committed the most shocking, brutal, and cruel acts imaginable. Details of the nightmare beatings, torture, and sexual assaults back in January of 2023 unfolded for a second day as the victims came face-to-face with their abusers. For the first time this week, Eddie Parker spoke before the judge, giving his impact statement at Dedmon's hearing.
Christian Dedmon, who Eddie described as the devil. And to see the devil get his due on this day, we just have to say all glory to God.
Despite his relatively young age, Dedmon, while on stand, claimed that he was only able to rise to this position because he participated in this behavior, saying it was encouraged by management.
The only way that Mr. Dedmon was promoted, the only way that he was able to become an investigator at the age of 28 and have authority over other people was because he bought into the culture of violence.
Dedmon was also sentenced in the same proceeding of a crime related to a separate incident in December of 2022. Updike, the 3rd former deputy, received a 17-year prison term Wednesday. In his sentencing, Updike's attorney pointed to Dedmon as the, quote, guy who had this demented sexual perversion. 2 other deputies, Elward and Middleton, learned their fates on Tuesday. Elward, who shot Jenkins in the mouth, was sentenced to 20 years. Middleton was sentenced to 17 and a half.
I've lived in Mississippi 68 years, and I've never seen justice like this.
Melvin Jenkins, the father of one victim, thanked Judge Lee, saying that the sentence was unheard of in this state. The final 2 defendants, Hartfield and McAlpin, are set to be sentenced Thursday. In addition to their federal charges, the 6 defendants also face state charges for which they await sentencing.
Now, the gentleman was saying sentencing unheard of in the state because over the years, I mean, police been getting away with this kind of thing since the beginning of time. This is just a case where they got caught and they're going to jail. They haven't been playing with these cops once they catch them doing their dirt. And we also have 5 black monsters, cops, who grabbed a young black man and beat him in the street until he died. And it's supposedly over one of the cops may be an ex-boyfriend of this guy's girlfriend that they beat out in the street until he died. And I don't know if all of those been sentenced yet, but they got it coming. Soon the jails will be full of cops you know, and all these people, I mean, money don't make up for everything, things that happen to people, especially people that die. But these cities, you ought to Google what these cities and these towns be paying out for this police behavior. I mean, millions upon millions upon millions and tens of millions of dollars. And it's everybody's tax dollars. But you got some evil monsters in this world. And you might think America look like all flowers and roses, but nah, this is an evil place too. Trust me.